So you're thinking of moving to the Twin Cities market? Well, you've come to the right spot. Today we're going to do a deep dive of Maple Grove, a northwest suburb just northwest of Minneapolis, about a half hour, 45 minutes. We're going to hop into my computer, just take a look at everything there. I'll show you on Google Maps where the city is, some cool spots to check out. Talk about some census data, population, all those stuff like that, so you can get a really good idea if Maple Grove's the right suburb for you. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. All right, so we're just gonna hop right into it here on my computer. You can see Maple Grove here, northwest suburb, about half hour, 45 minutes from downtown. So if you're looking to kind of get to downtown, you got a couple different options here. You can hit 94, which brings you pretty much right into downtown. Or if you're on the northern side of Maple Grove, you're gonna hit 610, take that to 252, which then also ties right back into 94 and get you back downtown. So a lot of reasons to go downtown Minneapolis. If you're working down there, looking to catch Twins game, T-Wolves game, Minnesota Vikings, they're all down there as well. So probably about a half hour, 45 minutes there, depending on traffic, if you're trying to get down there. Another popular destination is going to be the airport. So the airport is actually south of Minneapolis here in Richfield, Bloomington. A little bit further of a drive from the Maple Grove area, might be kind of one of the negatives there. In Minnesota, we like to get out of here and go somewhere warm quite often. The drive itself isn't terrible. 494 is going to get you pretty much right into the airport there, or you can hop on 169, which hit 494 as well. Or depending on the time, you could again hit 94, which would bring you down through kind of downtown, kind of circumvent that through I-35 into the airport as well. Depending on when you're looking to go, probably closer to 45 minutes to get down there. Obviously, if you're hitting rush hour or something like that, avoid the downtown route and head your way on the 494 route to get you there. But overall, not terrible there. As we kind of zoom in on Maple Grove here, a couple of great things about it. Access to highways is going to be one of the big ones. So you have 494 and 94 that intersect here, take you off if you're going west. You also have 169 right off to the right here. Highway 169 kind of just runs north and south through the entire state. And you also have 610 that goes east and west here too. Great points with 169 and 610 that are good to know. They're your main access points across the river. So if you're not familiar with the area here, we have the Mississippi River that really kind of cuts the Twin Cities area in half. So between, kind of Minneapolis, St. Paul, kind of east and west suburbs. So if you're looking to make your way over there, your three main access points in the northern suburbs are going to be kind of 94 and 694, 610 and 169. And Maple Grove has access to all three of those. So if you are looking to get across the river, looking to go into the northern suburbs or anything like that, Maple Grove has great access for that. The 94, 94, 94 corridor bring you pretty much anywhere you really want to go throughout the Twin Cities metro area. We go into just kind of Maple Grove itself. You have the kind of the northern part of Maple Grove, which is kind of the older part of Maple Grove, but has some great stuff with Elm Creek Park Reserve here. It's a massive park reserve that kind of splits throughout three cities. So you have Dayton, which is up here, Champlin, and then Maple Grove takes up the southern portion of it. Lots of great trails in here. They have a man-made kind of lake in there. So in the summer, it's a good place to go to. Chalet, and just a whole bunch of trails. You can bike, hike, rollerblade, whatever you want. These trails will get you pretty much anywhere. I personally have taken them, across the river up into downtown Anoka. So you can get, far anywhere really you want to go in the area. There's a good chance there's going to be a trail to get you there as well. Look kind of in the southern part of Maple Grove here. We have Rice Lake, Fish Lake, Eagle Lake, all great lakes to hop onto. Fish Lake's a very, very popular one in the area. So if you're looking to, pontoon or get out and do some skiing or something like that, that's a great one. Rice Lake, Eagle Lake, great for kayaking, anything like that. So great opportunities there if you want to get on a lake and have some fun. One of the biggest draws to Maple Grove here is going to be this area right in here, kind of the Arbor Lakes area. Lots of shopping here. So when we look at kind of the surrounding suburbs, there's really not a lot of options for shopping malls or restaurants outside of Maple Grove. This is going to be one of your main areas here. So as we kind of come in, it's right off the right off 94, pretty much right where 494 and 94 come together. This is where some of your better foods and shopping is going to be. They have, the basic stuff like Dick's and Lowe's, Marshalls, REI, but they also have some really cool restaurants, Pittsburgh Blue, Biaggi's, Redstone. You got Granite City here as well, all in this area. Rodizio, it's a Brazilian steakhouse if you like that. Also gonna have our Whole Foods, World Market, Trader Joe's, right, all in this area. So everything's very confined right in this area. And then as you come up here, this is where more of the shopping is. All very, very close to everything. But a lot more, you need clothes, Pottery Barn, Bath and Body Works, all these things are going to be located right up here. And then you go north, you're going to get some more food. Shake Shack, Red Lobster, Malone's, fantastic place there. And as you go a little further west, again, more shopping, Total Wine, Best Buy is there, Sierra just opened up in this area as well. And as we keep going, again, more and more shopping as we go. One's at Byerly's, we go up in this area, this is where Michael's, Old Navy, Petco, Tile Shop, pretty much anything you need, you're probably gonna be able to find in Maple Grove off this kind of Arbor Lakes area here, which will bring pretty much all the way through up here, all the way kind of back down for following my mouse there. Costco's in there and everything else too. So lots of great shopping opportunities, as well as, lakes kind of scattered through here. So you have a lot of parks, got Central Park, a lot of newer developments in here. Houses in here aren't very old at all, probably less than 10 years or so, but lots of opportunities for kind of newer houses here, as well as we kind of start going out towards the west end of Maple Grove and south towards Plymouth. We have a lot of newer development in this area. So Maple Grove has a really good mixture of kind of older homes, 70s, 80s, as well as newer stuff in the 2000s. So if you're looking for either end of that spectrum, you're probably gonna be able to find it here within Maple Grove. So we kind of really start deep dive in some of the real estate metrics here. If we're kind of, hey, if I want to live in Maple Grove, what's it going to cost me? Our average sales price here in Maple Grove, here in the end of December, early January. It's early January as I'm filming this. $473,000 is the average. It's been on a pretty steady incline over the last couple of years. It's a very sought after suburb, great schools, lots of opportunities, and a lot of newer construction, a lot of things to do, a lot of lakes and stuff like that. So it is, the price has been coming up. As we look kind of here in some other stuff here, we've seen months of supply slowly start to creep up. It's still pretty low at 1.2, so still not a lot of inventory. It was, almost nothing there earlier this spring, slowly starting to creep up, as we're seeing it in a lot of areas in the Twin Cities metro right now. But overall new listings pretty low. A lot of people get here, they tend not to sell their house, they want to be here for a while, grow with their families. So homes for sale slowly starting to creep up, but it's been pretty low, and not too many people are moving out of this area once they get here. Anytime looking at a kind of a city and looking over some stuff there, I like to go to niche.com here if you've ever been to it. Pretty solid website. I'm not affiliated with them anywhere, but just kind of give you an overall grade of everything here, and they tend to break it down as far as everything goes here. You can see mostly A's and B's. Yes, C+ for weather. It's Minnesota. I don't think you're going to get a better score in the state of Minnesota when you're here. We're always got snow in winter, but if you like that kind of stuff too, there's a lot of skiing opportunities and stuff. This is a great place. Maple Grove is a great place to take care of some of that and use some of the opportunities, all the outdoor activities and stuff they have within here too. So overall, how big is Maple Grove? As we look here just on the census data, it's always a great place to kind of get an idea of where the city's at as well. So estimated population right there, just over 70,000, just under 71,000 people. You can spend a lot of time on here on whatever it is kind of you're looking for. A couple of things like there's population is one. Number two is, renters. Oh, it's not the renter one. It's usually it's mostly owner occupant, very little rental in Maple Grove. And they actually just did a rental moratorium on there where they're not allowing any new rentals to be to be done there. So owner occupied right there, 85%, only 15% renters. There's some newer apartment complexes coming in. So if you're looking for kind of a luxury apartment complex or higher end, there's some new stuff being developed. But for the most part, yeah, mostly owner occupant in there. So good thing there. Another thing I like to take a look at is just hopping on my website and taking a look at just some of the market snapshot data we have here. Again, prices being sold slowly, kind of coming down. It's just there's not a lot of inventory, and it is December here, December, January. We just got into January here, so winter months, not a lot of opportunities. Typically, not a lot of people selling and people moving. But you can also see kind of what's on here. So we talked about the average sale price here in Maple Grove. Grab that. It was like 473 or something. It was, yeah, 473. So let's take a look and see kind of what the average house is. If we can find something here in that kind of 470 range. This one right here is 515. Just came in the market 3 days ago. But so a little higher than the average, but you can kind of take a look and see, exactly what they kind of got going here for the property. And this is, this big, beautiful kitchen, white cabinets, hardwood floors, it looks like. Got a dining room area, nice big living space, nice big deck here, lower level family room with a fireplace. Say one thing about fireplaces here in Minnesota, typically they're converted to gas. The fluctuations in temperatures just don't work with them very well. They tend to get a crack in the flue or something like that where you need some rehab. But you got an updated bathroom downstairs. Yeah, pretty solid overall. Let's see what else we can find here. That one was a 4-bed, 3-bath, 34, just almost 3,500 square feet. So pretty good size house, especially if you have a family or something like that. A lot of space. If you're working from home, you have some office space there. Let's see if we can find something a little closer to that our average price. But you'll find stuff maybe go all over the place. You'll find townhomes, in the mid to upper 200s, as well as stuff over $1 million in the new construction with the sport court or whatever else you want there. So this is at 420. We'll take a little look at it here. It's 420. Just got listed again. This is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet. Pretty open concept here. Nice garage, which I am always a fan of. Newer appliances, granite countertops, lower level. Very, very similar there. So it gives you kind of a spiel of kind of what you can expect if you're moving to Maple Grove for kind of the average stuff. Like I said, prices can be all over the place, up at over $1 million, as well as townhomes and stuff, and the lower twos. So a lot of opportunity if you're looking to move to this area.